This is a guide on how to download SQL Server. First, head to Bing or Google, type in download SQL Server 2025, click on the first link. If you scroll down, you should see SQL Server 2025 Developer Edition. You can download standard or enterprise. Okay, this is the database engine itself. After you download the file, you should get a file similar to this one, standard development or developer edition. Also, you need to download SQL Server Management Studio. Just type in Bing SQL Server Management Studio, click on the first link, and then click on Download SQL Server Management Studio. Both links will be shared also in the description of this video. Afterwards, click on first let's install the database engine. After you double click on the file, click on Basic. I accept. Make note of the installation path. Usually it is in C programs file, Microsoft SQL Server. Of course, if you have multiple versions installed, you might find folders there already. So previously I've installed other versions other than 2025. Anyway, just click on download and install. Okay, I'll pause the recording for a second until it's done installing. Okay, it is done installing. Now you need to make note of the instance name. Just copy the instance name. And paste it into Notepad. Also the username that will be used to connect to the instance. And of course for us in 207 we are studying actually version 15, but it's not that different. Version 17 is not that different from version 15. Also copy the connection string. You can just paste it here. And that's it. Now we can start the installation of Management Studio. Double click on SQL Management Studio. By the way, you can test the connection using sqlcmd. So I believe if you type sqlcmd, unable to establish connection, you need to provide, I think, the parameters for it. But for now, okay, let's continue. -u and -b. I think -u should be enough. Already made note. The instance this is the instance name. Okay, now to install SQL Server Management Studio, by default it is selected and it requires around 2.5 GB. Okay, you don't have to select anything else. Should be enough. The selection should be enough. Just click on install. Now it will start installing SQL Server Management Studio 2022. Okay, for me it's not working. I think login timeout. Let me try to provide the username. Actually, the instance name is MS SQL Server. This is the instance name, the default instance. And this is the user. Let's try again. Okay. Needs a password. I'll type in my password. My domain password. Okay, could not connect. It's not configured to allow remote connections. So it is something related to the instance settings. Anyway, since we are getting this message in the first place, that means sqlcmd is already installed. Let's wait for Management Studio to be installed also. I think we can fix this issue. Let's try -b. What about -b? Let's try this. So this is the PC name, which is the domain in this case, and this is the instance name, and this is the user, my current username. Let's try again. If you want to configure configuration manager, let's type in SQL Server Configuration Manager. Let's check if the connection is open or not. Okay, so SQL service, you can see it's running. I don't need the agent now. As for the client, and if I click on properties, it is running under NT service. This is the account name. Okay. other than that, if I want to configure, I can't see any network configuration for the service. That means network configuration is missing. Okay, let's wait for Management Studio to be installed. Then we can debug what is the issue. Okay, now since Management Studio is installed, let's launch it. By default, it should connect with the current username. No need to create an account, skip. It should connect with the current username, and it should point to Management Studio as well. The current instance, the default instance. Okay, you can see Windows authentication, database name default, encryption. You can leave it at that. Server name is MS SQL Server. Copy. Okay, Windows authentication. This is my current username. Connect. Trust connection true. Network related error. The same error we got from sqlcmd. So there might be an issue actually with the network. Maybe it is let me restart the PC. Let me save this notepad first. I'll save it to desktop. Okay, you might face these issues, it's normal. Let's do a quick restart. I'm running UTM, by the way. It's a virtualization solution for Mac running M5 or M4 chipsets. It is compatible with ARM as CPUs running ARM architecture. Okay, let's try again. Actually, if let me go to Configuration Manager again, because I've noticed in Configuration Manager we didn't have anything related to network here. So I'm not sure if that's normal or not. I can see that SQL Server agent, the service itself is still not running. Can start it. Okay, now it is running. Let me type SQL Management Studio. Okay, again SQL. For SSMS. Yes. You can start the agent, by the way, from here as well if you want. You can start the agent. SQL Server browser, I don't think you have to run it. Okay, let's try again. Copy the server name. Actually, I can copy the entire connection string and paste it here if I want, and then click on apply and then connect. Okay, this is good. The connection was successfully established, but there was an error with the login. The certificate chain was issued by authority that is not trusted. Then we can just say trust server certificate, and that's it. So the connection string that we copied from the setup was the correct one. From here you can create a new database if you want. I'll call it test, and you can create a table. Let's say ID, that's auto increment. Can set it to int. Identity specification, yes. Okay, it crashed for some reason. Okay. SSMS. It might be because I'm running it on a virtual machine. Let's try again. Let's create name. In char, okay, save. Users, the table name. And then new query. From users. Yes, okay, it's working. You can insert into users values. And then you can select, for example, you can see I have some data now in my column. Okay, seems that it is working just fine. Let's try again sqlcmd for the last time, so at least we know that it is working through the command line. So sqlcmd -s localhost -u. This is my user. Copy, paste, enter. Okay, SSL, the certificate was issued for solution related to encryption. It's the same error basically. There must be a flag where I can bypass the encryption issue. Just 1 second. If I type in sqlcmd trust server certificate, yes. -n enables encryption. You can achieve similar effect by So let's type dash in. Oh. It is actually just that, a trust server certificate, flag called trust server certificate. I'll copy it. Let's try again. I'm pressing up arrow, then right click. By the way, whenever I'm copying and pasting anything, if I copy something here, if I want to paste it, just right click. Okay, I didn't use this flag. Let's see this link. There might be a hint here. You might also use trust server certificate to skip validation. So we've used that, but maybe we don't need this dash. No. Might be the order of the parameters. To use trust in a connection includes dash C actually. So dash C. Login failed. Okay, again. This is a password issue. So dash U. So is my password not correct? Let's see. Okay, let's try again. No. Okay, what we can do is I think we can use a connection string directly. Let's try it one last time. If I go here, I disconnect, try to connect again. This is my connection string. So I'm using Windows authentication, not SQL Server authentication. So in Windows authentication, actually it should not ask me for a password. So let's try without the user. -C. Okay, -S message session binding token is invalid. Yes, we're in. Okay. So it was actually simpler than what we were doing. Basically, you just need to type in -S localhost and -C to trust the server certificate without the username, because I'm currently logged in with Anas. So if I type enter, select the star from users, or I'm still not there. Use, what is our database name? Use test. sqlcmd-s. Again. Oh, okay. So I need to define the database that I want to target. Let's try to debug it. Ah, we're missing go after the command. Okay, again, select star from users, go. Interactive. Okay, again. Use test. Okay. Select star from users. Go. Yes, fine. So my SQL is a little bit rusty, so sorry about that, but I think we got it working finally. So this way, again, to recap, just type in sqlcmd -s, the server name, which is in this case localhost -c, to trust the connection. Afterwards, you have to use the database. In this case, our database name is test, so use test, then go. Afterwards, you can run select star from users, the table we created, then go. Then it will return exactly the same. Okay, so I hope this tutorial was useful. We went through a lot of issues, which is actually good. This way you can learn how to go through the motion and how to debug everything. For sure, Bing is your friend in this case. It will help you debug, and since they've implemented AI in everything, this also should make your life also easier. Okay, I hope this tutorial was useful, and see you in the next tutorial, which will be actually focused on installing SQL Server on Mac.